What's up, you guys, and welcome to Read the Room. My name is Chase Dark Sage. Today I'm your host for another Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe read through, and I already saw the amount of pages we're getting with this chapter right here. It is over 50, and these are one shots, so they be pretty wordy most of the time itself. So I don't know if I'm going to actually be doing synopsis of these episodes, since we only read one chapter and these are one shots and they don't necessarily connect as a whole story. So I don't know if I'm gonna do synopsis, but last story we had was when Rohan was at the confessional and he had that spirit that, you know, died from the guy with the sack of corn that fell on him. Yeah, that's it. Rohan is just getting into some mischievous stuff that I really do enjoy reading itself. But before we actually get into today's chapter, because we need to get started, because it's a lot of pages to actually read, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video if you haven't already. Check out the Patreon. Lowest search dog uses pages weeks ahead of time and unblurred. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe, because I believe I probably read this one and I watched this one as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Chapter 2. Also, episode 2, Mitsukabe. I don't know if this says kill. I think this says kill, but let's go ahead and actually get into the chapter itself. All right, so we just see this little restaurant outside area. Okay, thanks for meeting me here. Lovely weather today, isn't it? What are you reading? Minoru Kagamori, age 23, manga editor, first year in the company, married, no children. Araki with the details, man. The stall, is that like a new band or something? Excuse me, waiter, a Perrier, please. All right, so now it seems Rohan was quiet. Fascinating. You're a manga editor, and yet this looks like a book about musicians to you, because if you ask me, this book could be 100 meters away in near darkness and it still wouldn't look like anything other than an art book. Okay, so now the manga editor is looking. The stall is an artist. He died in 55. Rohan Kishibe, age 22, manga artist, 11th year since his debut, unmarried. Oh my gosh, Araki with the savageness. His paintings are abstract, yet they are also landscapes. The fierce clash between the two forms is a recurring theme. Even a simple painting is rich, with light, depth, and melancholy. It's enough to make a person cry. Through his paintings, he challenges the extremes of human emotion. Huh? And another thing, Mr. Kagamori, everyone knows not to arrive late to a business meeting, but for an editor to arrive 6 minutes early to meet with a manga artist, don't you think that's just as rude? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. You're lucky I'm so magnanimous. What does that word mean? Well, we're here to discuss my 61-page one-shot manga. What do you say we get on with it? Excuse us, Mr. Rohan, we're big fans. Would you sign this for me? Please, make it out to Otoshi. Now we're getting villains back from part 4, even though the guy on the bottom right, he kind of turned into a good guy, but the guy on the left, the one with the Kira, you know, good guy. No autographs. He's working right now. He's too busy. I'm sorry, but I had to say no. I've already done it. Don't lump me in with slower working hacks. An autograph is the least I could do to show my appreciation. Whoa, how did he do that so fast? Drip painting with coffee, no less. Thank you, man. Thanks a lot. Oh, and one more thing. Before we get to my manga, I'd like to discuss a personal matter. Is that all right? Not a manga editor is looking. A personal matter? Yes, to be blunt, it's about money. About my payment. May I? I was wondering if I could get in advance. The fact is, I'm bankrupt. What? I haven't taken on any debts, but presently I don't have a home. I'm staying with Koichi's family and I don't have a drafting table. I sold everything, even my Sailor Moon figures, my paper sleeve edition Led Zeppelin, I don't know why I said LED, Led Zeppelin CDs, and all my volumes of Rurouni Kenshin. What are you saying? I'm flat broke, as they say. My only remaining property is the book on the stall, in which you show zero interest. Would that be a problem? I like how he's kind of like not demanding it. He's kind of demanding it. You don't have anywhere to work. You're bankrupt. But how could that be, Mr. Rohan? Didn't you just buy a whole bunch of wooded mountain land with the holiday cottages? I told you before, that was research for my manga dealing with the yokai, a spirit said to inhabit those mountains. The development people wanted to put in a road to make it into a resort area. Naturally, I bought the 6 surrounding mountains to prevent the road construction. They left me no choice. I'm sure you'll agree I needed to buy as much land as possible. Otherwise, how can I stop the roads from going through? But then, without the road, the resort plan went bust and the value of the land plummeted down. The 6 mountains I purchased are only wilderness now. They're worth next to nothing and I'm broke. So can you pay me in advance, or is that asking too much? I like how, because of his selfishness and the way he goes about things, led to him becoming bankrupt. I'm glad it wasn't something like, oh yeah, Josuke played a trick on him and he ended up bankrupt. No, it's your own doing that made you broke. But hold on a second, let me make sure I've got this straight. You bought those mountains as research for your manga, not as an investment? That's right, my craft demands reality. By researching a yokai? Yes, already. If that road were to be built, and if there was a spirit, it might flee those mountains, right? Then it would all be for nothing. Now the manga editor's just looking. Now he's nervous. Hey, what's with that look? You're averting your eyes. You're not looking at me. You're acting like you think I'm a madman. Listen here, Mr. Editor Man. Do you think manga artists should only spend their money on supercars or installing game theaters in their basements? I wouldn't mind buying a game theater for my basement if we had basements in Texas. Besides, it was there. My research was worth every yen and then some. Don't tell this to anyone outside the editorial team. I wonder what he got to tell us. All right, so now the manga editor is looking. It was there? Huh? What was there? Aren't you listening to what I'm telling you? I saw with my own eyes. The spirit of Mitsukabe Hill. Oh, Mitsukabe Hill. Okay. And it's still there to this very day. I'm sorry, Mr. Rohan, but could you repeat that one more time? What did you say? Naoka Osata was a college student set to graduate in the spring. But at the end of September, she killed her boyfriend. Her family was a successful miso manufacturer in the village of Mitsukabe Hill. She was their only daughter. All right. The Osata estate sat at the end of a long private drive. The family owned the entire mountain there. Oh yeah, I remember this story. Naoko's parents doted on her. They refused to let her live on her own in S City, where she attended all-girls school. They hired a driver to take her to and from school, all through middle school, high school, and college. 10 years in all, more than a 2-hour drive each way, every morning and night. I can't say for sure if that had anything to do with it, but Naoko became acquainted with the family's hired gardener, Gunpei Kamafusa. All right. Hey, now, have you settled on a job yet, babe? Been interviewing anywhere? All right. So now she's looking around. Uh-oh. She's looking outside. Oh, is that a Mercedes right there? Hold up. Now she closed it. Listen, you finish your drink, so I think you should get going and put away the video game stuff. Now he's just looking. I kind of like his haircut, though. His haircut is kind of fire, though. What's the matter? Is someone visiting that main house? Who's he? Who's that dopey looking guy with the ugly pants next to your dad? It doesn't matter. Just go. Leap through the back. All right. Listen, something's been on my mind. I haven't said anything about it, but lately, now you've been cold to me. It's like you've checked out. Who is that guy? That might sound crazy, but don't tell me he's. So now she looks like she got something out. Oh, she got a little envelope with some cash in it. Hold up. I shut my mouth too. Now he's looking. Since you've already figured it out, this could be quick. You and I have made some fun memories together, but my father would never accept this. You're nothing but a part-time gardener. I'm an heiress who has to protect her family's legacy. If he even saw us so much as talking, he'd be laid up in bed. This is crazy right now. You just use me for fun? What am I, a piece of meat to you? What am I, an object to you for your own sexual desires? Man, say, I don't want to break up. Oh, tell me it ain't true now. We could just keep going like before. We don't have to split up. Let me go. Or would you rather me be caught with my arms around you by your dad and that guy who's dressed like he's still in the 70s? Let me go. I said let me go. Ooh, she punched him. What? Oh, he smacked her back. Hold up. He said, hey, equal rights and equal lefts. That's what he said. Not me. I didn't say that. I just subscribed to that. He did. Oh, I'm sorry, but you hit me first. I really do love you now. I'm fine with what we have. I don't need it to be public. Go home. Leave. Take the money and go. Is Naoko home today? Dad? I think she might be in the guest house. All right, with you showing up all of a sudden, I suspect she'll be in a tizzy. I bet she's sprucing herself up in a record time. Oh no, they're coming this way. Please take your things and get out of here quick. This is the honest truth. You're a great guy, but he's my fiance. I'm to marry him after I graduate in the spring. Our families arranged a marriage years before I met you. This has to end. I can't ever see you again. Oh, look at that anger in his eyes. Don't worry, because I'd be angry too. All right, so now Junpei is just looking. But we see them clubs right there. And now we see one club with some blood on it. Gunpei? All right, did I call him Junpei earlier? I feel like I called him Junpei. All right, but now it looks like his head is coming off. Oh, and now he's falling right onto the ground. Now she's just looking. Oh my gosh, and now we see the blood just slowly leaking out of Gunpei. This can't be happening. You're just messing with me again, right? Gunpei, stop playing around. Oh, she can't believe what she's seeing. He's dead. Gunpei is dead. He doesn't have a pulse. Naoko Osato's first reaction was to tend to his wound. She got a towel from nearby and placed it against the back of his head. The gash was small. She figured that once she stopped the bleeding, he'd be as good as new. He would wake up and go on talking as if nothing had ever happened. No, man, I'm suing you. This is just a mean-spirited prank, she thought. This can't be happening. I don't believe it. It's just a little cut like nicking a finger while making dinner. Oh, no, it don't. Not with all that blood that came out. It was only a light push. It was because he didn't leave when I told him to. What were those golf clubs doing there anyway? Why did this happen? It almost looks like it looks like I hit him with a golf club. This can't be happening. He's not breathing, and his heart isn't beating. Gunpei, what do I do? A doctor. I need to call for a doctor. Her mind raced. Confusion and panic were setting in. If he's dead, what good will a doctor do? I want to know how Rohan knew all this, and he wasn't there. I just want to know. I just want to know. If I made that call, will I bring the police instead? Naoko, it's your father. Are you in there? Oh, that girl don't know what to do now. Naoko, I have Shuichi with me. I'd say he's excited to see you. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not anywhere at all. It's locked. Maybe Naoko isn't here. It might be my imagination, Dad, but I thought I saw the window slide open just a moment ago. Ooh, her being nosy and her being obviously cautious. Got her caught. I need to hide him. I need to hide Gunpei somewhere, anywhere. But where? The guest house has the guest house, Jesus, I cannot read this morning. The guest house only has the one closet. I have to hide his shoes and his bag too. There's only the tiny powder room. Could that be enough? Would that be enough to lay him down in? Under the sofa. That'll have to work for now. I drag him under the sofa. Do you know how lumpy that sofa is going to be and how high elevated that sofa is going to be? That will not work. All right, so now she's just trying to put him under the sofa and she's trying to wipe the blood away. But the blood just keeps coming. What? But why? He doesn't have a pulse. His heart isn't beating. So then what is going on? His blood keeps on coming out. You're right. It does feel like someone's in there. Naoko, are you there? Is something the matter? I have a master key. I'll open the door. No, this is crazy. I get it. As a parent, you should have a master key, but this is a woman. She needs, she needs her privacy. You know what I'm saying? A master key? Oh, father, it's you. I didn't hear you out there. I'm trying. I'm tidying up the kitchen right now. Uh-oh. It looks like that lock done moved. Oh, Naoko, you're there? Shuichi is here to see you. What the heck is happening? Why is he still bleeding? Why is there so much blood? What should I do? Surely he's not still alive, is he? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that Shuichi is here. I'm almost done, so just wait for me at the main building. I'll be right there. Something sounds wrong with your voice. Are you all right? Do you need help? Oh, no, she's just breathing hysterically right now. I'm fine. I'm also changing my clothes, so don't open the door. I'll head over just as soon as I can. Whatever you do not open that door. All right, so now she put the bloody towel inside the sink. Now she's trying to rinse it out. Now she's getting the first aid kit. Now it looks like she's spraying it says bottle disinfectant. I was about to say disinfectant, but what's the point of disinfecting it if he's dead? It's not like he can get sick from it. I mean, y'all could teach me something in the comments. I don't know. All right, so now she's trying to spray it. Now it looks like she's trying to close the wound up with a bandage. But it looks like the blood is still coming out. Jesus, this is a lot of blood. Yep, the blood just won't stop coming. I didn't like the way that sounded. I didn't like the way it sounded. I'm not going to pause on that though, because that wasn't too bad. All right, so now it looks like Gunpei is kind of drying up because now it looks like his eyes are kind of like shriveling and wrinkling up. Ugh. How's this happening? He's dead. I'm sure he's dead. His eyes are gray and shriveled, and so is the inside of his mouth, but he keeps bleeding through every bandage. So do people keep bleeding this much after they're dead? Even worse, there's no turning back. I've already tried to cover up what I've done. If the cops see this, they'll make me be out to be a criminal. I have to do whatever it takes to stop this bleeding. How much can one man bleed? The blood's getting all over the floor. I have to stop it. What do you mean? It looks like he's kind of draining out with him being wrinkled up and shriveling though. Naoko, dear, you've been running for the sink for a while now. What are you doing? I'm not trying to be nosy, but I can hear the water out here. Dang, that's a loud sing if you can hear the water all the way out there. It's me, Shuichi. You're probably wondering why I'm still standing at the door. Actually, it was your father's idea. I think he wants to give us some alone time together. He lent me the master key. We haven't had the chance to spend much quality time together, have we? Oh man, she is just being put in these horrible situations right now. You can't come in. I have to stop the bleeding fast. I have to stop it now. The blood keeps coming and coming. You still say you're getting dressed. I'm going to level with you, Naoko. When I saw the window move earlier, I thought I saw someone farther inside. At first, I assumed that I was mistaken, but oh man, it looked like someone else was in there with you. Could that be? Is someone else in there with you? Are you not alone? I have to stop the bleeding, whatever it takes. Oh, this girl is crying. She is hysterical. Now she's about to try and sew this man's head back together. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Now she's sewing it. I'm sorry I'm suing you like this, but this is your fault. I didn't do anything wrong. Now, this is crazy manipulation of someone that's dead already. There's no point of you being, there's no point of you lying. Now it looks like she's trying to sew the head together. Now it looks like the stitches are actually, well, not stitches, but I guess sewing is going right inside the head. Now he just spurted out with even more blood. What was that? Naoko, are you all right? What was that scream? What is happening? How can there be so much blood? All right, so now it looks like she's going all the way around. Oh no, she went to the stove. She's heating up a spoon. What's going on in there? Admit it, you're with someone. Okay, so now she's heating the spoon up. I'm assuming she's gonna do that thing where you like burn the wound to where it closes the wound itself. All right, stop. I'm begging you to stop bleeding, please, Gunpei. All right, so now she's putting this hot spoon on his head. Ooh, I'm glad he's dead, even though that sounds crazy to say out loud, because I know that would hurt if someone is alive. That's it. I'm opening this door and coming in. Now she's dragging the body and rolling it up in it looks like a rug. All right, now she's lifting it up and putting it on top. Is that the refrigerator right there? Ew, this is just so unsanitary. All right, so now she's throwing him on top of the refrigerator. Now Shuichi's coming in. And now it looks like she's moving the refrigerator. Shuichi's looking in there. What's happening right now? Now she's just cleaning. Now he's looking around. You said you saw someone else in here with me. Whoever could you mean, Shuichi? Nah, the gaslighting is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all right now. Please stop this. Forgive me, Gunpei. Stop bleeding. Forgive me. Now the spoon is still connected to him. She got her tongue out drinking the blood so it won't leak. Araki, you sick freak. You sick freak, Araki. I love it. I'm sorry. I must have mistaken. I let my imagination get carried away. I'll be waiting for your father, and I'll be waiting with your father in the main house. And so as arranged, Naoko Sato was married the next spring, and Shuichi was welcomed into the Sato family. And from then on, Gunpei Kamafusa has never stopped bleeding. Every day, as long as his body is not disturbed, he produces a gentle stream of no more than 300 cc of blood, but the bleeding is ceaseless, even though all his biological functions have come to a complete stop. The things that Araki adds into the JoJo's world, it's just so bizarre. Because I'm not gonna lie. Would it have done more good if she were to, I know she would have got caught and this wouldn't have worked, if she were to donate his body for people who needed blood transfusions and all that? Because what if his blood was like a matching match? That sounded weird. But what if it was a match, right? And he's just bleeding the whole time? You could solve so many people's issues on having blood transfusions that match with his blood, obviously, because he just steadily keeps bleeding. Or maybe it's just because it's a curse on that mountain, and once he gets moved out that mountain, he'll stop bleeding. I don't know. I don't really remember how this ends, but let's keep going. After becoming married, Naoko Sato has never once been away from home for more than a one-night trip. Every morning, in secret, away from the eyes of her husband, her parents, and the rest of her family, she disposes of the blood that has filled the glass bottle. When the guest house was removed during renovation, she moved Gunpei above her bedroom closet in the main house. She visits him every day without fail. Man, it's like you're still tied to him either way. That's crazy. One day she discovered that if she scatters a cup full of water over his body with a spray bottle, his skin briefly returns to its living condition. Whoever or whatever he is, his body never rots and never smells, even though he is certainly still dead. She and her husband Shuichi have been blessed with 2 children, and their life is happy enough, though not particularly passionate. When she gazes upon Gunpei's face alone with him in the attic, she sometimes even feels fondness for his corpse. This is sick right here. Rocky, you sick freak. I love you right now. You look cute when you're sleeping, Gunpei. You're completely helpless, and I'm the only one who will care for you always. Oh my god, she is a creep. she is sick in the head. I learned about Gunpei Kamafusa during one of my many trips to the area researching a local yokai rumored to have long dwelt in those mountains. All right, by pure happenstance, I came across Naoko Sato in Mitsukabe Hill and read her memories with my stand-ability Heaven's Door, a transgression made only for the pursuit of art. Please forgive me. Okay, so that's how he knew all this stuff. Okay, in a stroke of fortune, I learned about that man. Just what are you, Gunpei? You're there in that house in the attic above the closet. I want to see you with my own eyes. What is it you seek? Oh, hey, mister, you're Rohan Kishibe, aren't you? The manga artist? I know you. You've been snooping around here a lot lately. Uh-oh, he's been caught. Who are you? Mom said I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. There's a lot of perverts around these days. This is facts. All right, now she's turning around. Hey, wait. Wait, it looks like he moved her out of the way. But what happened? It looks like Rohan pushed her. Okay. Uh-oh. Wait. It looks like she hit her head. I'm assuming she hit her head on a rock. Are you all right? Why did you start running like that? She's dead. Uh-oh. What happened? This can't be. Oh, that goddamn yokai. This is absurd. Come on now. What the heck? It looks like I. It looks like I did something to her to cause this. Oh, just like Naoko. I'm not gonna lie. But this is crazy because now this is happening to Naoko's daughter. Oh man, and now look at her eyes. Oh man, is that the yokai's eyes? Or I'm assuming this is the yokai's eyes. I'm not sure. What? Who is this girl? Could she be? She can't be. I can't believe this is happening. The girl, she's Gunpei's child. I completely forgot about this subplot. Whoa. Whoa. What? This girl, she's Gunpei's child. Naoko Osato could see the child from the dead body in her attic. I thought all his functioning organs don't work anymore. I thought only him bleeding was the functioning thing coming out of him. It looks like something else is coming out of him. No. Let's keep going. But it looks like that's the daughter of Junpei right there, or Gunpei. She means to possess me. Heaven's door. All right, so now it's opening Gunpei's daughter's face or whatever. Not good. The writing on her page is fading. Okay, the memories of her life once ingrained into her body are now vanishing. Dang it, they're disappearing, all of them, and once they're gone, there'll be no bringing her back. Before that happens, what is he about to do? Oh, he read it inside of her. That sounds so weird. I have no idea who Rohan Kishibe is. If I were to ever to come across Rohan Kishibe, I wouldn't even see him. This super cheap tactic. So now it's like he closed the pages right back with Heaven's Door, and now it looks like the spirit doesn't even know what it's doing anymore. Oh well, yep, Rohan defeated the spirit with Heaven's Door easily, might I say. And now the girl is coming back too, and now she's just looking around. Mom, I'm hungry, Mom. That was close, terrifyingly close. If I had hesitated just one moment longer, I would have either been possessed or ruined. That was a spirit I went to investigate. The spirit of Mitsukabe Hill. That's what I'll call it. How long has it dwelled here? For a very long time, perhaps hundreds of years or thousands. All this time, it's latched onto the human frailties of love and compassion, making humans attend to its every needs, undertaking no personal effort, responsibility, or hardship. Must be nice. A spirit that wishes to do nothing but leave its descendants behind. Maybe it's no spirit, but rather some kind of living creature. And this creature's moments of great happiness is when it dies in front of someone. Could more be out there in other places in the world, continuing their existence by finding victims to witness their death? Well, I suppose it's none of my concern. I'm neither a scholar nor a journalist. I'm a manga artist. I like how you just simplified that whole. The creatures and Naoko Osato seem happy enough. In any case, I've learned their purpose. Mom, I wonder if I'll ever find that wonderful husband someday. If you're a good girl, I'm sure you will. I'm gonna become a gardener. Oh god, the cycle continues. Rohan Kishibe completed his research. Oh man, I love that chapter. That chapter is so good. I think that's one of my favorite episodes or chapters of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe because it's just so good. I'm not gonna lie to you, I just love this horror aesthetic slash thriller slash suspense theme that we always have with these episodes of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe. Now I know it's not in all these chapters because I remember the running chapter, but still, I still really do enjoy these genre defining chapters or concepts that Araki really kind of fleshes out. But let's go ahead and talk about my thoughts on chapter 2, Mitsukabe Hill. All right, so we just got done reading chapter 2, and chapter 2 was so lengthy. These one-shots are crazy lengths because Araki just gives us so much, such different, unique stories. None of them are similar in any vein besides obviously Rohan kind of narrating it to us. I love this right here. Rohan literally has the perfect stand to be able to narrate situations like this because, like I was wondering earlier in the chapter, I was like, how does Rohan know all this? Did he use Heaven's Door to read it all in Naoko's face? This is so crazy. But the fact of at the end, with that twist, that little girl was Gunpei's daughter, and then at the end, her son, Naoko's son, was like, I want to be a gardener one day. Your family seems to be rich. Why do you want to be a gardener one day? I'm just saying. But either way, the fact of this horror slash thriller themed story that we have right here, I really do enjoy it. It's the fact of Naoko having this guy that she accidentally killed and is just endlessly bleeding out. And it's just so crazy because she's trying to find a way to fix it. She's already cheating on her fiance that she was, I'm assuming to be like, what's it called when you set up the marriages, appointed marriage? I forgot what it's called, but it's one of the marriages where you set people up to actually get married. Dang, I forgot the name. I know I'm going to remember it when I'm finished recording this video right here. But the appointed marriage, that's what I'm going to call it right now. The fact that she already had someone was cheating with the gardener. That's karma right there. You was doing something wrong, and something wrong happened to you. And oh man, the fact that she's sleeping with the dead man. I'm gonna just say it right there. She's sleeping with him. I thought all of his organs was to be like completely out. Like he was not supposed to be working at all except for him bleeding out. How was he able to have something else come out? You know what I'm saying? Something else come out. You know what I'm saying? And she is nasty because I know it wasn't from her drinking his blood or using his blood. I know it wasn't from that. She had been doing something else to that corpse. I want to know, how does she have enough time to do that? It's sick. I'm not trying to imagine it, but how does she find enough time to escape during the day to do that? Oh, this is sick. Araki, you're sick. and I love it. I enjoyed this. I'm not gonna cap. I really like the story and the actual character designs of some of these characters right here. I do love, especially with Gunpei and his hair design. Fire. But let me know what you guys think about this reading down in the comment section down below. Let's say thank you guys for watching. If you are new to the channel, you have not already, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, post notification bell, like the video, and don't forget to check out the Patreon. Lowest tiers all get to see weeks at a time and unblurred. But as usual, Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe playlist right here, and last video right here. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. Dark Sage out. Peace.